What's up, Zox fam? We're back with some more Chaos Zero Nightmare. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Now, we got to get into some Lab Zero exploration with Serenial. I try to do this every single character, at least having one video where we just kind of explore, go through, talk about some of the decisions that you can make when you're trying to get this character built up. Because I know a lot of people are trying to figure out what they may want to do, and this character has a lot of different variations. So with that, we're going to go ahead and dive in. Now, the other thing that's also really important here is that not only are we on a tier 14 save data value, which means that if we look at our potential caps here, go back to the characters, we have 160 faint memory that we can use, but we also have a really interesting map layout, and this is my first time actually seeing it lay out like this. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've seen it lay out like this, where I have 3 unidentified areas, but I also still have the catalyst in the first zone. Now, this is interesting because one of the things that was like kind of a telltale a lot of the times for the Forbidden Catalyst area before they made it visible was if you were able to see 3 unidentified areas lined up. That's not the case. So we're going to be seeing what this is for the first time together, and whether we get the convert interaction or event, we'll keep going either way. So let's go ahead and let's jump right into it and see what happens here. Now, I am using Mika and Veronica. The reason why I'm bringing them, not really because I prefer them, but I'm really bringing, like, unironically, I have like almost no builds on my Veronica. So if I can get even some decent basic builds, not perfect builds or even attempted perfect builds, but if I can get some basic like builds on her, I'm cool with that for right now, just so I can use her in some scenarios. Because like right now, I have like no builds on her. I'll show you guys afterwards, but we're gonna go for this triple unidentified area because I'm really interested to see what interaction this is gonna cause and what potential events we can get here. All right, so we got Shining Core. So this is actually really good. If we can get like some really good events before we start getting too crazy on the other cards coming in, that could actually be really, really huge. All right, so a triple unidentified area is kind of nice. Catch 22 though, because you're not proccing any new epiphanies, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay, so this actually might be one of those runs. All right, so let's go ahead and dice roll. Nice, gave me exactly 11. So even without the bonus, I would have got that. And then let's see here. So what we have now, we are going to convert the shield because we are going for a full-fledged DPS build. So in one of my builds, I actually like wish I didn't convert the shield, but that's because I went to do a resolve build. But for this one, we're gonna try to aim for, you know, just straight DPS. Now we're gonna keep going straight, I guess. Yeah. And see what else we get here. Okay, so this is going to be an opportunity for us to either get some more credits, or we can attack and get a little bit of both. I'd rather just attack. Reason being is because I can also epiphany and get some more of my cards, just so I can start trying to remove them and they don't show up at the wrong time, or I can just have the ones I want on hand. So it just gives me a higher probability of being able to get the epiphanies I want, especially when we're talking about the divine ones. So a little bit of strat there. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. This guy is like oddly tanky, and I think it's only because of the fact that he doesn't have a break bar, but he doesn't attack you either. So it's like it doesn't really matter. You just get to kind of rotate him. All right, goodbye. So I'm pretty sure there's some people that didn't even realize you could attack that guy, but yeah, you absolutely can. All right, so let's see. We got Sir Kowalowski there. Here we actually get the evade, and I like having this just because it is a really nice like, you know, kind of start of the battle, kind of prevent some damage coming in if you're a little low, but you also still get credits for that too. So that's why it's like, lose a little bit of credits, but I get both. It's like, why not, right? All right, so let's see what this last one is. Now, before we continue on with this run, I have to tell you guys about the insane update that I've made to the Patreon. Now, shifting into this next year, I really wanted it to be all about making more challenge content. And not only that, but giving you guys more access to being able to have a direct hand in how that content is shaped. So with that, with all the games that we're going to be playing, whether it's Chaos Zero Nightmare, we're going to be trying out Slay the Spire for the very first time, and Slay the Spire 2 when that drops. And of course, for those of you guys that are on my AAA channel, where we're going to be playing Path of Exile 2, I really wanted to make sure that you guys had more accessibility to being able to be a part of the community. So not only did I take the time to revamp everything in the Patreon, but I also have significantly lowered the pricing so that you guys can all have more access to a lot of the exclusive stuff that we're going to be having on there. Now, some of the other things that you're going to also have access to, not outside of just being able to vote for a lot of the different challenges, but if you want to be one of those individuals to be a part of the monthly Q&As, having some of your questions become videos, and even just having them featured in podcast episodes, this is going to be something that you can take advantage of. And I think one of the things that I'm actually really hyped about is the monthly live streams that I'm going to be having with exclusive Patreon participants that is going to just allow us to be able to hang and chill. I think that that's absolutely going to be fun, and some of the co-op stuff that we'll be able to do with like games like Path of Exile, for example. So if you are interested, definitely make sure that you guys check out the links down below to the Patreon. And of course, make sure that you join the exclusive Discord once you get access to it so that I can give you guys a warm welcome. But outside of that, let's go ahead and let's get back into this run. Ooh. Okay, so that was actually a pretty good lineup for like your starter events. We got the convert, we got a select and remove, which is of course the choice that we go for usually on this one. Let's actually see here. I think I may actually, I'm trying to think about what card is it going to be beneficial to me. I think we are actually going to get rid of Repose here. And that's just because I feel like right now, she doesn't really have anything too out of the way that I want to get rid of. But Repose, Sir Kowalowski, and then all the cards on Serenial. Let's get rid of Repose. So we have a pretty fair shot at getting the build that we want. It just really all depends on RNG at this point. Like, what epiphanies are we going to get? That's the part. That's the part, man. That is the part. So we're going to keep going. All right, let's see here. Plasma missile. Yes. Okay, please give me something good. Increase damage. Create 3. Draw in the draw pile. Okay. Increases card's damage by 30%. I might try this one because normally I would go for the 2 instinct weakness, which is really good, plus the 60% damage amount to homing lasers for 1 turn. But I am kind of interested in the 3 homing lasers being put into my draw pile, and then being able to have that increased damage of 30% on that. So we'll see, right? Because you still get the damage on the card, but now you have an additional 3 cards rotating into your hand. So that's like, I feel like that's going to be pretty nasty. Now, what we're going to do here, I guess we can go, let's do shelling this time. I don't actually have a good shelling build, so we could try it. We try to do a little something with shelling. If I even keep that build, I might not even worry about it. Now, as far as the effects here, we can't heal on any of the zones. It's fine. We got Mika on the team, so we're okay. Let's actually go for another unidentified area. I think for this one, we are going to try to go for the forbidden area. And that's just because it's going to give us a chance for us to get more divine epiphanies. Nice. So that's going to make our first and I think second elite fight a little bit easier. All right, cool. So temporary alliance, we will take that. Let's continue. Yeah, so here we go. We're going to keep going straight. Yeah, we're going to actually tackle an elite. And that's like one thing I think too, like with the runs, I'm going to not try to avoid the elites, because what I notice is that the elites have like much better drops. And if you guys have ever played Slay the Spire, which we are going to do on stream, you know, I've watched a lot of Slay the Spire, but I haven't really played it. But I noticed that one of the things that they typically don't do is skipping elite fights. And it's just because, like, especially like the later they get into their run, because they actually give you some really crazy drops. And so that's like one of the things I want to start making sure I do a lot more in my runs, especially because we have characters like Serenial. I don't think there's any real reason for you to run away or shy away from elites at this point. I know a lot of people are going to say, you know, I'm never running from elites. I'm usually running from normal ads, but I don't think anything's really a problem for her, if we're being honest. Like, I haven't had a scenario where I was like, I'm going to die because, you know, unless, like, for example, it was super, super early and I got cooked by one of those gimmicky you know, enemies, but I mean that's so freaking rare. All right, so let's see here. Let's go with that plasma missile. Now this is a little bit of an interesting you know, version or variation of plasma missile, because that is basically for your next turn, not the turn that you're actively in. So let's see here. Boom. All right, we get the break. We get some of our cards back. This is, we might not even actually get to see any of those cards because he's gonna be dead. Hey, we'll take it. All right, equipment, right? Damage amount. So I think it's also like, that's the other thing. It's just gonna make it easier for you to be able to gear out your stuff in your runs. So that's why I'm also like not trying to avoid them. Let's see here. Ooh, treasure. Okay. Oh, okay. What, we don't actually have the rare unidentified area boost on, do we? Because like, I don't think we do. I actually don't think this area actually has it. All right, tenacity. We are going to give that to Serenial for the first attack card. And let's see, when you draw, we can give that to Veronica. So yeah, we already got our gear out laid out pretty okay. Let's hope and pray. Let's see how many zones away we are. This is actually perfect scenario for the forbidden card. Now, which forbidden card are we gonna get? I mean, that's RNG at its finest, but this at least is gonna give us a chance to try to get some of those divine epiphanies that we may want. Ooh, okay, so, we're gonna go for the forbidden 9 cost. I may throw that on her, like considering that like she has like the potential like in certain setups to really like pop off with that card. I mean I may actually throw that on her. We'll see. Nice, that is perfect. So the very first encounter, this actually, like, I'm really hoping this run ends up being super crazy. Let's see. So let's go select on a card. Yep. We're going to select it. Now, the one that I'm going to be emphasizing first, since we have it, is going to be the Shining Core. What are we really looking for here? I mean, if we have to go for the upgrade, that's fine. But if we can get a 0 cost on that, or the 3 cost at 0 cost, that would be amazing. Just for what is worth in this current like setup right now. So let's go ahead and let's see what we get. We got, ooh, okay, so that's not bad. That's actually not bad. So it's Shining Core with a draw 1. I'm not mad at that entirely. That actually could be really good for enabling my team when I have those weird areas where it's like I may be a card away from like reshuffling my whole deck and having cards put back into my hand. So I think that that may be able to work. And it also comes with the exhaust increase of 2. So I get the double up on the usage of those. And I think that these are the move from graveyard to hand. Yeah, so we can make that work. We can absolutely make that work. All right, we'll take that. All right, so let's keep pushing forward. Now, there's only one other like epiphany encounter that we could really get here. It's not going to be a rare one. I think this is, if it says ha, I'm ha. No, it doesn't. Okay, so what we're going to do here, though, considering that we are at the end, I don't think we want to really increase our potential dupe chances. I think we're going to wait. Because if anything, we really want Shining Core or Homing Laser. I'm kind of okay with either direction here. But what we are going to do, I'm going to take this opportunity, and I want you guys, this is what another, I'm actually glad I'm doing this video. Do not skip this. They changed the Void a lot. So we're going to unlock that. That's what we're going to use that for. So this is like, this actually, this might be one of those runs. I don't know. So let's keep going. All right, now we get to kind of show off a little bit, see what she's looking like. All right, let's get shelling going. All right, we just don't get any healing right now, or really any good healing, I should say. All right, yeah, this is like trivial for her. Homing laser, let's see. Hopefully it just gives me another card. Oh my god, please be something good. Wow! Okay. I was not expecting this. Draw and AP in the same build is crazy. Okay. With 2 agony? Okay. Wow. That is nuts. That is actually nuts. I think that kind of like, damn. All right, so we just gotta hope and pray we get the right epiphanies, or not epiphanies, the right copy chances. All right, so let's see here. All right, so we get that. Go to our hand. Nice source of water. We just get rid of that. Oh, you're dead. All right, cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. Now, the other thing I was thinking about, the thing with this card, right? Because you got to remember, oh, this actually might be broken. When you are able to break, remember that the break, or not even break, when you use the 2-cost card for her, it pulls cards from your graveyard and your draw pile. So if I am able to use a card that puts more cards into my draw pile, even if I don't have anything in my graveyard, that still gives me something. So that ends up being like, really cracked. Dang, that's actually really insane. So what we're gonna do here, let's just throw that on Veronica for right now. All right, we got a couple of things. I might strip one of these cards off so we can just give ourselves a little bit of a higher probability. Hopefully we don't get any crazy epiphanies going into this next fight. Okay, so let's see here. We may get one, we may not, I don't know. This game loves to pick and choose when it wants to be great and it doesn't want to be great. All right, so let's see here. Let's go heal. All right, so we're in a pretty solid position. Even if we were to say have a mental breakdown right now, we would still be in a pretty solid spot. Let's go for this, and I wish that would give me the break, but it's not. All right, no shield. Okay, so let's go with this. This should give me dang, I was hoping it would give me a different one, but it's all right. We'll just get rid of that, so that's fine. We'll just have to work with taking the hit here. Okay. All right. That. And that's the only reason why this card, I'm not really able to activate it that much right now, because I don't have my 2-cost card. Once we get that, we're going to see a completely different variation in how this unit works. All right, let's get some of those heals if we can. Nope, we can't. I forgot this card is going to kind of nuke me a little bit here. All right, let's do this. We'll just throw that in there. And we're just going to go for the kill. I don't see why we'll prolong this. All right. GG. And the fact that I can gen AP with that card is so busted. That is so busted. All right, so... All right, let's see here. We got to try to increase our odds a little bit. We got 2 unique cards. We have 3 cards from from Mika, man. Like, this is definitely one of those, like, moments, right? It's like, what do you do? Okay, so we're gonna get rid of tactical analysis. I feel like that's the best thing that we can do for right now. The only other thing we're gonna try to get the incomplete Carpus. Always love to have that, so we're gonna equip that to Mika, and then we're gonna keep it going. Cause man, like this is like, I don't know. I love this game, but I also hate some of the things. Like some of the RNG is just ridiculous. But all right, let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we get no epiphanies here. Please no epiphanies. Thank you. Okay, so we got 0 epiphanies. This is as fair as it's gonna get. All right, so let's do this. Go for the reload so we can actually amp some of the damage up here. All right. Okay, yeah, not too bad on the damage though. We're honestly chilling. Let's do this card. Oh, nice. Thank you. I guess. And then, yeah, that should put us in a pretty good spot here. All right, so we're good there. Before we actually use the, because I am going to try to heal a little bit, because I know I'm going to have a mental breakdown in a second, and all my heal cards are at 0. So yeah, we kind of gotta use something, you know. All right, so we'll do that. We'll get rid of these. That gives me 1 AP. Let's do this. All right, so now we should be good for heals. Let's go ahead and use the Kawalowski. Thank you. All right. Alright, and then we'll shield here. And I think that should be a good chunk to put him in the healing phase so we don't actually take any damage here. Alright, so let's heal. Thank you. What do you think about this? Okay, so he already restored. It's whatever. Alright, nice. Game. Alright, so we got 1 here. And the hunger stacks are Gazan. Nice. Alright, so only 2k HP. Forbidden card is back, which is unfortunate. Alright, let's see here. Nice. Okay, hunger is gone. All right, so we're actually pretty good here. We just have to worry about the break going into the next phase. And once we get out of that, which should be pretty simple, we'll be pretty all right. All right, and that should be GG. All right, so we just got to pray that we actually get some of the cards that we need. Oh my God, I don't want to look. Okay, so... Okay, we did get the Shining Core. I think what I might do... Shining Core is not bad. We also got the Plasma Missile, which... That being able to create 3 and put it into your draw pile is pretty huge. This creating 2, but it has extension of draw 2, or exhaust 2. We could make that work. But I think what we're going to do, because this card has the draw on it, I'm going to go for this one. So we're going to go Shining Core. Because that's an extra card I can get in my hand, and that could be, you know, my Cobalt or something like that. And that just is going to skyrocket my overall damage. So, yeah, I'd rather have that than not have it. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll go for the fixed shield so we can always have it. Boom. And then I guess we can use that. Why not? Let's continue. All right, and then we got that Forbidden Ecstasy of Violence, man. This is going to be... This is actually really crazy now because I wasn't expecting to get a draw card or to even have the ability to draw. So she can actually enable her own card. But even if she wasn't on this build, she actually would be able to do it anyway, just because it allows her to be able to be in comps where they have a ton of draw cards, and you can just you're gonna naturally make this stronger anyway. So, man, this is just like one of those things. Like, do we try to be a little greedy here? The only thing I could do, because where are we at in terms of points? That's like really the biggest thing. I'd say we're at 160. This is 20 points. We have like no removals yet, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I don't see why not. I'm gonna go for it. I think I would actually be satisfied with this build if we were able to get a 2/2 and then having the forbidden card. I think that works. I think like when you try to go for the like the 3 or the 4, like that's when you start to kind of have some issues, because like if you're not exactly doing what you're supposed to do in the build, then it just doesn't work the way you want it to. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go for the wound status and go for that draw. All right, so we're gonna go up top, just because up top has 2 removal zones. That right there is just like ridiculous setup. Like this is super optimal. That's good chances for some good events. And then that like literally dog walks us right into the boss. Like that's super, super, super simple. So we're gonna go up. I think we're gonna skip the second event for the forbidden event. I don't think there's really any real reason to do that in the second interior. So all right, let's see what we're able to do here. Just having draw on it though is kind of crack, not gonna lie. Like look at that, now I get a heal on top of all that. Let's actually, yeah, we're gonna try to knock you out of your flying status. Okay, one more. Thank you. Let's heal. AP gen. Oh man, all I gotta do is get my Mika crazy, and I think this actually may end up being one of my better builds, if not my best build, if we're talking about like just raw damage. All right, let's see here. Go for another one. All right, there we go. Whew, yeah, the cards are starting to roll in now. It's her build's starting to get kind of cracked. All right, so let's go for this. Let's see what we got. We got retain with a increased heal amount of the next card used by 20 for each AP. Okay, that's not bad. Heal by 30% for each AP. Plus, you also gain 2 resolve. That's actually going to be probably really good to keep us alive. Heal, inflict damage equal to a heal amount to a random enemy. I think what we're going to do, we're going to go for this one with the 2 resolve. Just because I do have some shield. That's mainly for the run, because I'm not keeping this Mika build, so I'm not too pressed about it. But let's see here if we can get ourselves a good old event. We're going to go up. See what we get. Oh, yes. That's amazing. Hold on. Do I have my Cobalt? I don't remember. But I know that we get a Niflheim Epiphany chance here. I don't think we do. Do I have anything that's... I don't have it. Oh, that's so stupid. All right, so I guess we can see what this healing source becomes, or source of water becomes. If not, we may also be able to, yeah, let's go for that. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Because also the Fate Liberation would give us more ambush cards, which is just more raw damage. I may actually take that because I don't really care too much about, yeah, let's go with the Fate Liberation. Because I think that's going to be more beneficial to making sure we finish this run than us dying or something. Like I would really hate for that. So let's go for that. All right, so continue. All right, let's do. All right, so we're gonna go down here. I was just looking at the map just to make sure to see what we had left. We definitely are gonna need that removal event, like 1000%. We're gonna absolutely need that. What we're gonna do here though, because I know my heals are pretty important, I'm not gonna get rid of Source of Water because that's generating me AP. But what I am going to do because we got 2 uniques up there. We're gonna get rid of the blessing of waves. Now I know somebody's like, dude, you just be getting rid of cards. Yes, it's like I really tried like to maximize my odds, and the only way you're really able to do that is by just stripping everything. Like if you can do it, go for it. What we're looking for here is like a protein or something like that. That would be kind of like the accessory we would try to get, but there was nothing there, so we're just gonna skip ahead. And let's see, we got one more event, another removal, and then another event. So we got to go up. There's really no other option here. Let's see, this is a roll and convert, I think. So we just go, okay, and casually roll a 19. Love to see it. Love to see it. Now, I know somebody's going to ask, like, are you picking up common cards and stuff like that? No, don't add anything to your extra, you know, to your outside units, because it's just going to increase the odds of something else being duplicated, which in reality, you're not trying to worry about that. Like, you don't want that smoke when you're trying to focus something specific in a build. Now, what we could do here, and this is all just about removals at this point, I'm not going to go for the 2 attack nodes because I could beat those like pretty easily, and then also just get myself out of the mental breakdown phase real quick. But I want to make sure I'm getting enough removals so that if I need to, I'll have enough to get rid of the pulse fire, and still not have to deal with all of this extra. So because we have the draw on her build, we can get rid of the Sir Kowalowski. Let's refresh these. Oh, we don't have enough, so that's fine. That works. That ends up working out. All right, let's go to here, see what we get. Oh, why do I keep getting all these? Like, what is this map? What is this map, bro? Like, this is literally like Divine Epiphany, like central right now. Like, if I had my other cards, I would have a crazy amount of Divine Epiphanies. I think every card would be just about Divine Epiphany at this point. I would say this is really like, you would normally do this, but there's no real reward to it. I actually might go for the fight though. Let's go for the fight. Let's throw hands. I never fight this guy, but I'm willing to bet it's gonna help me get some of my cards I need. All right, so this card can actually become a unique. So let's fixate on that. Okay, get off the screen. Thank you. All right, let's go ambush. Oh, so does he just stop your whole turn? Oh, he just stops? There we go. Give me my other cards. Now we only have one other card that we need to get. So I'm actually kind of glad we went for that. Sometimes that attack button seems kind of scary because you don't really know like how that fight's going to go. But I guess they figured like that's a god character. So they're like, yeah, nah, you don't get to fight him. So let's go. All right, so yeah, the amount of cards we're starting out with, I know like that part is like map effect, but geez. All right, let's go. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Let's go for the 2 cost here. This actually should break. Yep, give me all my cards back. Thank you. All right, please give me unique. Give me unique. No. Okay, so this would have been super optimal to get the unique effect, but it didn't give it, so it is what it is. All right, and I guess we can heal here. I need to honestly break. Like, I need to have my mental breakdown already so that I can just get out of this. I might not even attack here, so I can just get out of this mental breakdown phase. Nope, it's not gonna give me them. All right, so let's just heal. Let's get out of here. I know we got a regular attack node that we have to deal with. Well, or was that the regular attack node? Okay, no, we don't. Okay, so now we're in the next half almost. If we go up, it's just gonna be casually walking down into here. I think that's what we're gonna do though. We're gonna hope and pray this is a Copy event. Oh, I thought it was the copy event. It's another Nephilim event. Oh my god. This would have been a generational run for me, dude. Like, this is crazy. Okay, so I don't even think we have. Oh yeah, it's just source of water. Now it's like guaranteed to be source of water. Are we gonna go for the stress increase? I would say we could do that just to get it out the way. Yeah, let's go. Let's just do it because it's gonna happen either way. And I'd rather just already have it going, have it deal me the cards, and then we can get rid of it. All right, let's see here. What do we get? Wow! Yo, what is going on? This is crazy. Gain 1, wave 1 with a draw 1. I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting in the video, this is the best run I've ever had, or best run you're ever gonna see. I don't care. Somebody's gonna, like, you guys better like this video. This event-wise is by far the best layout I've ever seen. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm just so mad I don't have any of the cards I would have had. Like, I need my Cobalt card. That's really what's going to allow me to really be able to kind of like solidify everything here. All right, let's put her on the Agony card. I'm really hoping in these last, what, 1 or 2? Yeah, we got 2 events left. A couple of different attack nodes. I'm really hoping we end up getting the removal event. That's super optimistic, in the copy event. I only really technically need the copy event at the end. That'll be good enough. But also, too, we're at a cost of 200 now, so we kind of don't get the one here, which sucks. Let's see if we get a protein, maybe. Nope, nothing. So, yeah, we're out of here. Yeah, this is dangerous waters we're in right now. All we got to do, though, is get Serenial out of her mental break, and then we are kind of okay. This is actually not a bad enemy to be fighting at this point. Thank you. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but it did. All right, so let's see here. We got our ambush cards. I'm glad they keep those general, and it's just a map effect, and it's not locked to a character, because that would suck if you couldn't use those. What we're gonna do to get through these faster, we're gonna go ahead and trade some cards here. There we go. Let's go ahead. I guess we could throw that water barrier. Okay, so now we're coming out of it. How much damage are we taking? Not too shabby on the damage, though. All right, that opens us back up. Nice, we get our HP back. So we're okay. We're okay. We survived. We survived. But getting Mika with the draw effect, like that's so stupid. All right, let's get rid of these bleeds. I think we could. Well, are we gonna shield here? Yeah, let's shield. Yeah, we'll take that. That's cool. That's cool. All right, look at that. Look at the. Come on, dog. There we go. GG. Yeah, she's making light work of everything right now. Okay, Sneering Dagger. Give that to. I typically like having Mika, but hey, when an enemy is defeated, given vulnerability, we'll give that to, I said Mika, Veronica. Now we got attack nodes here. I need my Cobalt card. I still don't have it yet. I like really am kind of getting concerned now because I kind of need that card. Let's see. All right, let's do this. All right, let's go. We're gonna hold off on that. Nice shield. All right, Shining Core with the draw. Dude, this is crazy. It's actually making the Forbidden Ecstasy like like it's actually working really well. All right, there we go. Let's see. We're gonna keep that for the excess shield here because now we got to damage this guy, and I wasn't really paying attention to what effect we're dealing with. Oh, it's a discard. Okay, so let's see. We're dealing with a discard. Let's go with that because I know I got some cards in that that pile to pull from. Thank you. So that just allows me to be OP. Go for some more zero-ness here. Oof. We need some health. Alright, so let's see. Get rid of all those. Definitely gonna heal. Draw. I think that's GG. Nice. Don't tell me Cthulhu's coming. Oh my god, this is the worst opportunity for this crap. Okay, so... Okay, actually, he's beatable. Wow, this is a generational run. I think I've seen... This is like the best buffs I've seen. Like, the events... Like, can they get any better? Like, seriously. All right, so what we're going to do... We're going to go Source of Water with the AP. Because we absolutely need to heal. Let's go with that. And I have to remember, like, we have to alternate cards. So it's actually good I don't have, like, a crazy amount of Serenial in my hand right now. Let's do that. Okay, so that was a heal. Let's go for some shield. Okay. And then I'll save the heals. I could heal a ton right now. I could absolutely try to take advantage and heal, but that would be such a waste of this ult. So we're going to go and just max shield that up so we can tank this damage. Yep, 206. All right, cool. So let's see what we got here. All right, so let's go Serenial. Let's go Veronica. And then... Dude, this guy is like a run ruiner in some scenarios. This is good, though. We're fine right now, but man, he be coming out of nowhere. Let me think about this. This is going to... This may work. Okay, let's do it this way. We absolutely need to heal for sure. So we go AP. Nice. We damage. Nice. We heal. AP. Nice. We damage again. Nice. And then we can go for... What is he at? Turn count wise? We don't care. We're just going to stop. Damage. Get some shield. We'll eat like 100 damage. Okay, Veronica. I think that still puts me at that cap mark, so we're still good. All right, cool, cool, cool. So... Oh, you wanted to get cooked early? Why'd you do that, brother? Okay. Hey, I'm not mad at it. We're going to keep that for right now. Ooh, defense plus 12%, stress increase, 50% chance. I guess we'll give this to Veronica. Because I could have put that on Serenial, but no point. All right, let's see. Which event? It's this guy. Why you, sir? Why? All right, so we may get the copy event, or we may get the let me see, Quantum Collector. Let's do Yeah, let's end their agony. I think Quantum Collector would be a little bit better. All right, let's do that. All right, so this is like, okay. This is tough. This run is definitely a little tough because it's a lot of good stuff and bad stuff happening at the same time. All right, so let's see here. We gotta knock this guy out. So let's do that real quick. All right, let's go with that. Nice. Let's do you next. There we go. We get all our cards back. I guess now we can just get rid of you. This is crazy. Goodbye. That's not enough? Like, dude, die, please. All right, here we go. There we go. The agony kicked in. All right, so we are slow working on Veronica right now. All right, let's actually do this because I think this will give me some of my cards back. Oh, one. Okay. Let's heal. Yeah, we are running on a prayer. Okay. Not too bad. Okay. We gotta get her up. Heal. Let's go for a break. Nice. Dude, yeah, when you're getting those breaks, it's over. There we go. Okay. I need my, like, bro, it's not giving me my Cobalt card. I still don't have that card. I pray it gives me it. But we have a chance. I forgot. We unlocked the void at the end. So we're still okay. Oh, God, please. Please. We're at 160 right now. Okay. What do we get here? Oh my God, this game. Okay, so it's not the worst, but it's also not optimally what I would like. Now, what's crazy is that we could still be pulling this fight off with a semi-decent Mika build. Which is kind of funny to me because it's like I wasn't even trying to do this, but I don't think I need another plasma missile. It's nice. It's definitely nice for rotating that. With this specific one though, oh man. I think right now we're at 160, so I want to be very, very safe with this next copy because I think we did 2. So first copy was, and we didn't even do any removals yet. So yeah, we're not gonna get any removals in this build, which kind of sucks. Like this would have been ridiculously crazy but then again, I'm not gonna lie, it almost doesn't matter because we have the homing laser, which is able to generate AP for us. If we're able to dupe that, I'd rather have that card twice than having plasma missile. So I think we're gonna actually go for the Mika here. Yeah, I think that's going to be our better choice in this scenario. And then what we're gonna do is hopefully, okay, we're gonna reduce some of these odds here. We have 360 in terms of currency, so we can actually reduce or remove the retrieve here. I think that's gonna give us a pretty fair shake at trying to determine what we want to do. I could get rid of these pulse fires, but like I said, if I can get a homing laser, it literally will not matter. So we're going to, yeah, we're gonna go retrieve. I think that that's our best option here, because if I go into the next phase, I think we get one more like zone that we can go into. If I get enough currency, which I think we just might, I'm gonna try to remove the attack card, and then hey, that's my Mika build for right now. Like, all right, so let's see here. All right, we got to get Veronica up and out of this. Okay, there we go. We got 2 of her cards, so that's great. They give me like none of my cards. All right, so let's see. We'll wait to the next turn. Oh, I think I get my Cobalt card here. I think it's going to actually give it to me. Maybe? I'm not sure. We'll have to see. All right, Veronica should be coming out now. Boom, beautiful. Now we're back in the game, okay? We're back in the game. Let's see here. We are going to use these. I had to think about that for a second. Like, it's been a little bit since I've, not been in a mental break state. Thank you. That AP makes that so busted. Oh my god. Like, bro, this actually makes it to where you can keep the normals. Like, it actually is ridiculous. All right, let's go. Oh no, it's another Mika card. No, I got one for, oh, nice. Okay, so let's see. We'll do that. Wasn't trying to do that, but that's fine. What is that card? Oh, Whirlpool. I forgot about this card. All right. Yeah, just give me my Cobalt, please. Thank you. This is the card. This is what we needed to tie it all together. They were refusing to give me that card. Now, only thing that we can hope is that when we go to this next room, we get Epiphany in there. That's the one thing that, and the reason why I said that, like, if you can't continue it, continue the run, because that absolutely can be the defining thing that makes your build finish. Comparatively to where we're at right now, where the build technically isn't complete. There we go. All right, dear God, please. Oh, okay, so it gave me another Shining Core. Huh. This is such a crazy position to be put in. Like, I could just make her self-sufficient. I wish I would have been able to get another homing laser. That homing laser would have been nuts. Like, at least having 2 of those. But that always means that I'll be able to generate 1 AP. And because this has the draw on it, there's a pretty high chance that I could rotate that depending on my setup. And then, like I said, with the Ecstasy card, that's all going to be pretty solid. Dang. But then we have the triple source of water that we could go for. We could absolutely do that. But then again, there's no real guarantee. I'm going to stick it to Serenial here. We'll go with the Shining Core and call it a day. Nice. We got the Foggy Crystal. That's what I was waiting to get. That's gonna make the 0 cards pop off. Let's see. Let's do that. And we can cancel that. Now we got to go to the core of the Discord. Now the only thing, like I said, we can hope happens here is that we actually get our next Epiphany. Like this is the only shot we have at it. Here is going to be just like stress and healing, because they did change this. So if you haven't seen this, this is what it looks like now. We will have two fights now instead of one. So we're fully healed. That's actually crazy though, like having that many. Let me see where that puts me at. Yeah, faint memory is at 130. So I know, like, if I was to have gotten that dupe, I think I would have went over. I think I actually would have went over. So yeah, that's kind of one of those things. Here there's nothing for us to buy, so we're gonna skip first fight. So we just gotta hope and pray we get our epiphany, and if it's a divine epiphany, even better. We did get one, but I don't know what card it was for. So it could be Cobalt. It's not Source of Water, which is great. But it could be Cobalt or Whirlpool. Not 100% sure here, so we'll have to see. All right, so this is a really interesting setup here. Let's go firing. All right, cool. So we got a lot of zero cost cards that's going to be coming from her. This actually might be really insane for gap covering ourselves. It's Cobalt. Nice. Let's see what we get. Okay. So this actually may be okay because it's the Cobalt Light. And then we can... I'm going to go with the one cost. Yeah, absolutely, because I have the chance of having so many Homer lasers in my hand. I don't think I have to have the other one. Right, let's see. Source of Water with the draw. Give me that break. Alright, and that should be GG. There we go. Alright, so we're in a good position here. When a card is exhausted, I can give that to you. Why not? 119. We may have enough for this removal that I wanted to do. Yeah, I think this is another... Is this a chance to... I forgot what the events are here. Yeah, it's just healing decrease. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. So, let's see. One more removal, and I think we have just enough to do it. All right, so... Man, if I would have went for the Mika, like that Mika, we could have got a crazy Mika build, but... like, I was like, I don't know, man. So we only removed one card, I think, which is fine. I think keeping one basic is okay. Like, I'm actually okay with that. Cancel. Yeah, keeping one of the basics is okay. This should be, I think the first one was a convert, so it was free. So this should actually put us at that cap. Let's remove that pulse fire. And we're at 150. There we go. So we got very, very close there. Generational run. I'm not going to lie. I wish that, yes, Lab Zero does suck. I wish it was a little bit better, but we were able to still pull something out of that. So now we get to see the full spiel of the build. All right, let's see. Let's go with that. Shield coming in clutch. That's not ready yet. Let's do this. let's actually activate this. I haven't used this ego skill at all this whole time. But now that I'm about to cook, it's about time. Let's go shield. There you go. All right, nice. We got our core cards. Oh, I should have saved that for my Cobalt. Nope, nope. Actually, that's fine. We broke. We broke. Cobalt's about to go crazy. Oh my god. Oh. All right, so let's see. We'll just get that out the way. It's one ego skill point. Let's do this. 11K in that one turn. That's crazy. And then we just get to eat at this point. That's GG. Use one more. Have a good one. There we go. Now, I mean, was there really any point in me doing this? Not really. I didn't have to finish it, but we were here. So it's like, might as well. But okay, that was a generational run, man. That definitely was a generational run. I guess we'll take this one. Give it to Mika for the ending. And that's a GG. This save data is going to look pretty insane. I'm not going to lie. This save data, I'm actually really, really happy with. Just because, like, again, like I said, if I could have got the laser, that would have been great. But, hey, it is what it is. All right, let's see. Nice. Let's see what TB this gives me. 53. Okay. 9 cards. A very, very interesting setup, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this one. Shining Core with the draw, with the AP on the homing laser, so I'm able to kind of gen that a little bit. But the draw with the Forbidden is like, that's busted. That allows you to really be able to use that if you want to. You don't even have to, but it is still good nonetheless. So we're gonna say forbidden, or forbid draw, or DR, or W, or yeah, DR, or yeah, we'll just go forbid, SP. There you go. All right, so cool. We got that out the way, man. Really, really solid build. Even this Mika build, like, believe it or not, it's actually not bad. Like, I'm glad, though. Like, it could have been any of the cards, the Whirlpool, or it could have been the Cobalt, but the Cobalt decided to actually Epiphany, which tied that whole build together. So we got very, very lucky there. We'll go ahead and trash this on the Veronica. So yeah, not too bad, man. Let me know how you guys' runs have been going. I hope that this video was as entertaining as it was for me. Very nail bite oriented, man, but nonetheless, if you guys like this type of content, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. I absolutely would enjoy to put more videos out like this, because it's just really fun for me. So either way, that's gonna be that with this one, guys. Everyone, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next CZN video.